Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. And yesterday was an incredible trading day. Uncle gave you guys the levels and setups. I hope you guys followed it. I know most people, they hear Uncle Charles, they don't even listen to Uncle Charles. But what did Uncle Charles say? Well, we had that 573.7 level. If it clears, you want to look to long. I wrote it in my Discord. 573.7 is the big sell zone. If bulls finally clear it, bullish with 575 and 576.5 in play. I didn't recommend to go short unless 572 and 570 failed. And once we got the breakout, 573.7 cleared, it is now support. If it can hold 575 or higher is in play. And then I kept on updating throughout the day. It was incredible. Now you guys look at here. Boom, right there. Okay, guys, you see that? You see where the arrow's pointing? That orange line is that 573.7 level. We cleared it on the 15-minute chart. That's when I alerted in the Discord. You guys see right there. That's when I alerted in the Discord. Smash 575. Level to level. This is where I recommend. This is what I mean by recommend, because you you enter the trade base on this level. You got the next target. You got an entry. You got an exit. Okay? If it cleared and then it dropped back below, it closed back below on the 15-minute chart, that will be when you cut loss. But in this case, you didn't have to cut loss. It did not close back below the 15-minute, and it hit 575. But what happened when it hit 575? It didn't stop there. Cleared it on the 15-minute chart, and yes, I did alert it on a group. Okay, 575 cleared, putting 576.5 and 578 in play. Uncle is your extra pair of eyes. Okay, I'm your extra pair of eyes. That's what I do. Once 575 cleared, I had a 576.5 target, and it smashed. Okay, now here's where it got a little bit tricky for the uninitiated. Uninitiated? Did I say that right? I don't know. This might have been a little tricky, because when do we call tops? When we call tops, when there's evidence to call tops. Evidence to me is an exhaustion gap, false breakout, whatever. But when I talk about these kind of tops, I'm always speaking from the perspective of level to level, okay? Because I'm always looking to react. And right here, you had a false breakout where SPY cleared the 576.5 level, but it couldn't hold that support where it broke it back down, turned 576.5 into resistance, as you guys can see, and smashed the 575 level, okay? And you guys can see, as soon as it hit 575, there was an instant bounce. It was instant buying pressure. So overall, the price action was still bullish because we cleared it, the 575 level. We had a false breakout, and it was good for a level-to-level move to the downside to 575. But in the bigger picture of this 15-minute time frame, of course, we turned a resistance at 575 to a support. That's overall bullish. And then what happened? It cleared 576.5 again on the 15-minute chart, and it did not, unfortunately, hit my 578 level. But it did go as high as 577.7-ish, 30 cents shy of my target. Okay, not too shabby. So let's go to the daily chart now. This is the bigger time frame. What was the last critical level that we cleared? 576.5. Okay, that was a fib level, and then we got the big fib level at 578 right there. That's the blue one, and I have my fib levels from previous all-time high in July connected all the way down to August 5th low. All right, guys, that's how I got those blue ones. That's how I got the 578 level. Okay, but we did clear the 576.5 level, which is a shorter term fib level. Okay, we are below that right now, or around there, battling the pre-market. Speaking of pre-market, we have CPI this morning. Okay, I'm not a news guy. I believe the news is manipulated. The market is going to do what it's going to do. Okay, the main thing is the market's reaction to the news. Remember, I mentioned earlier in the video, when do we want to call tops? When there is evidence. False breakouts, and the other one, exhaustion gap. Exhaustion gap down. So CPI comes in, and whatever the news says and whatever the data shows, and for some reason we get a big old drop and a gap down, we want to pay attention to the level, because that could be a sign of an exhaustion gap. So if we gap down, pay attention to the behavior, because it could get trappy. Trappy is the key word here. Okay? Let's say we gap down and we continue to break down support levels. Say we break down 573.6 and 572 and 570. That's a good sign that we're going to head down lower. People are panic selling. Watch the behavior and react to the behavior, because the behavior speaks. That's the action. They say action speaks louder than words, right? The market don't speak to us in words. It speaks to us in action, price action. So pay attention to the behavior. If we continue to break down support, breaking out 572, 570, good sign we could be dropping lower, possibly to back test 565. All right. And below 565, once again, I will say, bears take control. All right. Now, if we gap down, but instead of taking out support levels, we start recapturing some levels. Let's say we gap down below 570 and then we cleared 570. We cleared 572. Trade with it. Just like I explained to you guys on the 15-minute chart. Trade with it, all right? But overall, though, in the bigger picture, I am overall bull biased above 573.7, because that was the top of the chart range that we broke out yesterday. Okay, which means if above, I'm overall bullish, and I would be looking to, play false breakdowns and look for calls. But if we break back below 573.6, that will be a hell of a false breakout. All right, because we cleared that sell zone yesterday. We break back below, very good sign to be bearish. 570, break it down, very good sign. We're heading down to 565. Okay. Pink trend line, uptrend line. A third test would be 565 as well. So it's a fib level, it's a buy zone, and it's based on a trend line at 565 level. Very important level. Okay, guys, are we clear on the plan for SPY today? Triple Q. Gotta watch out for this potential double top here. You guys see the double top? Potential double top. Right there. Right there. Is it gonna be a cup? It's gonna V. I don't know. It's V definitely, but what's gonna happen next? We're gonna build a handle, which could get complicating if that's the case. But either way, next support's at 491 and 489. They break down, we can retest 487. It was the breakout and false breakdown of 487 that turned things back to bullish. So if bears really want to take back control of momentum, they need to break down 487 to put those lower targets in play, possibly all the way down to 480 and 478.7-ish. Now, if they want to cancel this double top and they want to keep it going, 493 and 495 clears. They must clear to put 497 in the big old 500 in play. I got 502 and 503.5 above that. Okay? NVDA. Well, we cleared that 131.5 level, which is a fib level. Yesterday, we treated that level as a support. But by the looks of that candle, makes me question if it's a bullish thing right now. But I tell you this, if it can stay above 131.5 and clear 133, bulls definitely have a shot at more upside with 134.5 and 136 in play. Now, if we break down 131.5, that could be bearish, guys. We cleared that level on Tuesday. We treated like support yesterday. If this is a dead cat bounce, then it breaks down. That's bearish. With 130, 128.5, 127, and 125 in play. Could be a very nice move to the downside if 131.5 fails. But if 133 clears, could be a beautiful move to the upside as well. Don't trade biasly. Just trade what makes you money. Tesla, been chopping. Okay, I still need to see it break down 242 and 240. right? It broke down 242, but it's just chopping. But if it can get below 242 and break down 240, that would be very bearish with 237 and possibly the gap fill at 230 in play. All right, I would be a little more bullish if it can get above 246 and 248. It's been struggling to even hit 248 lately, the last couple of days. So if it can get back above 248, maybe we'll get a chance to hit 252 and put a bottom in. But right now, it's not looking too bullish, to be honest with you. Here is Apple. Apple cleared a fib level yesterday at 228.4, which is bullish. However, it's still below this down trend line that I have here. And to break out, it needs to get above 230 and 232. So I'd be a little more bullish if we could hit 230 and 232 to put 235 and 237 plus in play. All right. If we're gonna get bearish, we're gonna need a false breakout or an exhaustion gap of some sorts. That would need to get below 228.4 and 227. If it does, I'll be a little more bearish with 223, 221.4, and 220 all back in play. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this morning. Good luck today. Watch out for CPI. Watch out for the traps. Trade with the traps. Good luck. Peace.